Hello, everyone. It's me, and thee, and he. It's a full house. It's a cosmic council. It's what it says on the tin now, isn't it? We've got a new tin.
Tim? Who's Tim? Not
Tim.
someone else.
Tim.
No, not more people.
Not more people. We could do with someone else. Come on, someone else. Come and join us. That'd be brilliant if I had an opportunity to just bring someone else in at the moment. Then once I haven't. Hello, everyone. It's me, Gareth. I'm not going to say the Cosmic Toy Man because that's someone else now. And we've got Ed and we've got Andy. Vaults of Atkin and Excelsior's Domain joining with Cosmic Toys, all under one roof. Isn't it brilliant? And there's 38 comments pouring in already.
We have questions already, Gareth. We have questions.
Bleeding hell. Right, the questions are coming later. You know we always do toy news first, but at least let me get an introduction out of the way. We'll come back to the questions later.
Yeah, you have to scroll back for them, won't you?
I will.
You did the trailer. Can't blame them. They've listened to the trailer.
They've listened to the trailer, but they haven't read what it says in the description, have they?
There was a trailer.
There was a trailer, yes. First time the Cosmic Council's ever had a trailer. How are we anyway? Are we okay?
Yeah, all right. It's been a hell of a week. Busy week.
Are we coping with this wonderful weather?
We are now. Well, it's 25, 26 degrees in here already.
I don't know what it is in here. It's warm, but it's not unbearable.
I do have a fan blowing on me as we speak, so excuse if you can hear the wind blowing.
I had a fan blowing on me earlier on, but she went home.
Oh, mine's bigger than yours, Andy. That's one of the cats just ran out of here. Oh, goodness. Shall we get straight on with... rather than go through all your comments, because I know that you're all saying hello, but I also know that you're throwing up questions, and I want to come back to those questions later, so I'd rather not go over them all twice. So, we'll get straight on with toy news, shall we? That means I've got to remember how I share a screen, don't it? Let's get a picture up first, then I've got something to share and figure out how I'm doing it. There we go. And there we are. We're starting off with Superman because, well, it's Superman week, isn't it?
He's weak.
Apparently so, actually, from what I've heard of the film, but we won't go into that because it's not really fair, is it?
Well, I'll be honest with you, I watched Superman at the weekend.
Oh, did you now? Oh,
I did, yes. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
It's Christopher Reeve good in it?
Pardon? You what, sorry?
Saying, was Christopher Reeve good in it?
Christopher Reeve was absolutely amazing in it as always.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, were you thinking that under the assumption that I watched a different Superman film?
No.
Well, you did say that you watched Superman and not Superman the movie. They are two different films.
I've never heard of Superman the movie.
That's the one with Christopher Reeve in it.
Is it?
It is, yes.
Technically.
Are you sure?
I know what he's alluding to, yes.
Yeah.
I've never seen the movie attached to it in any of the...
Well, it is.
Or the DVD.
It's actually one of the reasons that James Gunn chose Superman as the title was because there'd never yet been a Superman film called Superman.
Ah.
Because the original was called Superman the movie.
I'm dubious. I'm dubious. I'm dubious. All the times I've watched it and seen it, it's never said Superman the movie.
The posters do, actually.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do.
Do they? Superman the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Santa Claus the movie.
The movie.
It does.
Anyway, this is an interesting start to the Cosmic Council, isn't it? So, NECA have put up pre-orders for this quarter scale, so that's approximately 18 inches. Superman figure of, what's his name? David Corny Sweaty. Well, this is him, and I didn't think that they could make this costume look worse than the actual one that's in the film, but they seem to have managed it.
Why is he wearing knitwear?
Yeah.
I mean, why is he wearing knitwear? I don't understand.
I will try and find the comics to where we are at the moment while we're talking about what we're talking about.
He looks like he's wearing trunks, not briefs. If you see what I mean.
It does look that way, yes. They do look more trunky, don't they? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm skipping past everyone's hellos, but hello to all of you, of course. I can't see any mention of... Oh, I've got the Superman 2025 Daily Planet newspaper box popcorn bucket, and it should arrive tomorrow, says Gap. Joe thinks the film was bad. He gave it a 6 out of 10 when he reviewed it, which I thought was sort of like mid, but he's now saying it's bad. Original Superman is still the best, a good watch. I don't know, the George Reeves one, I'm not too fond of black and white. Not for Superman, it should be nice and colourful. Josh thinks it was spectacular, so we've already got a differing of opinions in the comments there. Probably one of the worst films since Superman Returns. You've never seen Bright, have you? It's David Corn Sweet's knee wear for when Superman goes out to the clubs. There we go. And I've not seen the new Superman, but my friends like it, says Connor. There we are. So, yeah, it's... I'm not a fan of the NECA 18-inch figures. I don't think that they're very, very good.
Well, that's 18 inches, is it?
That's 18 inches. It's quarter scale.
Gosh.
So it's about 18 to 19 inches. They're not bad. They're all right, but I stopped selling them when they went up to 150 quid retail, and I'm sure that this is probably past that now, and I just can't see it in there. Next up, Mezco. I'm doing a 1/12 collective Joker from the animated series. Now, I've not dived into or tried the Mezco 1/12 collective. This one's quite tempting, to be honest.
It's pretty iconic, that, isn't it?
I've always been a fan of the animated series. All three of us are fans of the animated series, and yeah, the Joker's a big part of that for me. And this does look quite tasty. I don't know if I can make the pictures appear any larger.
I'm pleased that they have gone for the original animated model for the Joker on this. Because the later one, when it was Batman and his amazing friends or whatever, the
New Adventures of Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin. Yeah, I think the animation style... I mean, the stories are still brilliant and it's still very watchable. But for me personally, I think the animation style went down slightly.
So I always felt it went darker, which it should have done. But I know you never liked it. I always quite did. But I do prefer this for this version of the figure, at least.
I wonder how many animated Batmans there are now.
How awesome does it look against that background?
Yeah.
I don't know if it does, but if the box came looking like that, it would be an instant buy for me. These are 6-inch figures, just in case you were wondering. 6 inches tall, very, very articulated, fabric, soft goods clothes all the way around it. You might have figured out by now it's got multiple head sculpts, because there's several different poses there. And it seems to come with quite a lot of accessories too. Look at that. That's an iconic shot if ever there was one. The laughing fish. There's some of the accessories. So you get 4 head sculpts all together there, plus all the alternate hands and those accessories.
It's pretty cool.
It really is, isn't it? It's a good piece, is that? What are the people saying about that one?
For me, Joker will always be 89 one.
Well, it's
That's interesting.
Yeah.
He is a bit iconic, isn't he? He was the first one to do it on, cinematically.
The 60s one was pretty good, as I recall, as well. For
Cesar Romero. It wouldn't
Yeah.
have been so bad if he'd have shaved his bloody tash off.
Yeah, but he didn't need to shave his moustache off because he was Cesar Romero.
I think the fact that it was such low definition at the time helped it. Allworthy was destroyed with the 5-1. No idea what that is, Joe. Price they be that I don't know. I'm guessing about 1 to 120.
That's weird when you've just been complaining about the NECA one. This is half the size.
It's half the size, but it's far superior quality. Far superior quality. The NECA quarter scale action figures are not very good at all. When it comes to posability and everything, they give them these joints, but they're just too big to pose very well.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, the massive advantage with that sort of character is that all his joints are covered up. So you don't sacrifice how he looks for the flexibility of maximum posability, do you?
No.
Which is a good thing.
It's a nice figure. I'm sure it's got lovely articulation. It's a Mezco.
Yeah.
But he says that to all the Mezcos.
Enough said. That, in fact, I'll tell you something now. Had I money, that would look very nice with maybe between 4 and 6 pink skulls with it.
Yes.
As his goons.
Yeah.
That'd look nice. Just going back to Martin's point, about him saying 89.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson's Joker for 89 Batman. It was really interesting because when that film came out, I mean, I must have gone to the cinema probably a dozen times to see that.
Right.
And it was like, it always, I can appreciate, and I thought his portrayal of the Joker was good. But as 15 or 16 when that film came out. And it was like, seeing Michael Keaton playing Batman, yeah, cool, but then Jack Nicholson looked like an old man.
I know what you mean.
You're thinking, it's like, why is this old man playing the Joker? Because obviously the Joker, relatively speaking, should be the same age or roughly the same age as Bruce Wayne. So like, early 30s, yeah?
What's he now?
Well, that's what I've been led to believe by the comics, the Batman comics that I've read.
Yeah.
So it's like,
that's supposed to be
yeah. But then thinking on it now,
Phil wants
it's
one.
really it's really odd, really, because the age that Jack Nicholson was when they made Batman is probably about the age that I am now. So it's like maybe he wasn't such an old man, let's say.
Martin didn't like the 60s Batman except for the car. He thought the car was cool. And Joe remembers when I cosplayed as Joker. They call it cosplay now. I called it fancy dress. It was for Halloween.
It's fancy dress. It's fancy dress cosplay.
Not cosplay. That's just people being pretentious.
Cosplay.
And I said that to a cosplayer's face as well.
Cosplay is when you're spending sort of 4 figures upwards on your costume.
No, not necessarily. No, not as necessarily. Cinch film mode, but all right, interesting. Martin says he did, Ed, to something what you said. Ben, it was Jack Nicholson playing Jack Nicholson. That's what I always felt, to be fair. I always thought the same. So I've just checked on the price of this Joker on Big Bad Toy Store, and it's $124. So yeah, it's probably going to be about 120, 130 quid when we get it over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so they match pricing even though the exchange rate is much better than that.
It works out about the same, yeah. Remember, our prices include the VAT. Their prices don't include sales tax. So you've already got 20% difference there, 25% difference there.
That's interesting.
Yeah, have you not taken note with Hasbro? If Hasbro in the US, if something's $50 in the US from Hasbro, it's £50 over here. They don't do conversion or exchange rates.
So yeah, that's our second item of the day.
I'm just going to mention briefly as well that I believe TJ is trying to decide on her name going forward. If anyone wants to go to her channel and check.
I've already voted.
I've already voted.
I voted for This Is TJ.
I believe everyone voted for whatever I didn't vote for, so I'm pretty good.
So yeah, we've got Rodimus here from The Lost Light. Now, I read the Lost Light comics, and I don't remember him looking anything like this. I don't remember him being purple and blue.
No.
But I do like the look. It doesn't look like Hot Rod to me, though. It's a what? Sorry, it's a Nemesis version.
It's just a Nemesis version of Rodimus Prime. Yeah.
Isn't Nemesis black? This looks more shattered glass, doesn't it?
No, it's black and purple, with bits of teal on top.
Isn't it? Okay, fair enough. I suppose there is some black there. Yeah. I think it looks cool. It's very, very anime, though, isn't it? Very manga.
It's a particular style. The other figures that they've done in that line are all the similar style. It is reminiscent of his IDW look.
Yeah, except for the colours. And Phil has fallen asleep. Ladies and gentlemen, Phil does not like Transformers. Yeah, that's everything. I thought I had the same picture twice then. They seem to have really been pushing the buzzsaw thing with Rodimus. Is that a thing for him?
It's from the '86 movie.
It's very brief, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
when he's on the when he's in the ocean on in Quintessa. The thing is, it's just another accessory. It's just something to pad a release out. You know, it's like what they do with other mainline releases and things like that. You know, they'll shove an accessory in that one of them happened to use in a particular episode at one point. You know, so it's just trying to give a bit of extra value in there, which, you know, there's probably not much need for them really. It's like, but, you know, some people like the accessories.
It's like primed energy axe, you know, use it in like one.
Yeah, true. True, that's a really good point. Is that the Energon mace of Megatron?
Yeah.
No, it's a very good point. Very good point. Well put. I'm sure this is not something that you're going to be buying, Ed.
No, it's not my that particular line of figures and stuff like that. No, it's not my thing. Is that?
No. What do you think to it, though? Tell
what
us
do
what
I think to it? It's nice. I mean, it does look nice. I can't knock it, but it's just not my jam, as they say. It's not for me. You know, there is a market out there for that. Is it 3-0 that's done it?
No, it's Takara.
Oh, is it Takara? Is it?
Yeah, it's Takara Tony.
Right.
I like the way they've got the pipes on him.
Yeah, they're quite cool.
It's reminiscent of his normal stylings.
I was wondering, is this just a repaint, or is the repaint coming later where he's in his normal colours?
Right. Yes, he does appear in those colours in the Lost Light comic.
Does he?
Does he?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How do I not remember that then?
I have no idea.
Did I stop reading halfway through then?
I thought he was still bright orange and red in those comics, from what I recall of it, but I may not have read all of them.
So what other episode it was, I don't know, but I've just done a quick I've just done a quick search, and yeah, apparently there is.
It looks like they went through the rubbish bin and threw it together to make a vehicle. Wow!
I know what he's saying. It is quite busy.
It's Kibbly.
Yeah.
Ben thinks it looks very over stylized, which I'd agree with that. I've got some good news for you guys. I'm doing a script for a Doctor Who fan cast, says Joe. That doesn't sound like good news from... No.
I knew you were going to say that. You're so negative, Gareth. So negative.
I know Joe, though. Phil's had enough. Next item. Okay, next item.
Oh.
Oh, now this looks a bit sexy, doesn't it? This is
Super 7.
On the
the
moon,
Super 7
loose.
Ultimates Thunder Tank from Thundercats, obviously. Yes, they did this a few years ago. Yes, it's massive and it's overpriced. Yes, it did sit on shelves and ended up getting discounted. And yes, they think it's a good idea to do a repaint and sell it again in the colours of the original toy.
This is the toy version.
Yes, it's exactly the same mould, just in the colours of the original toy.
I see.
I kind of like it though. If I'm honest.
Like the teeth. They put a lot of time and effort into the teeth.
I don't know if I want to throw Well, I know for a fact I don't want to throw 500 quid at it. But yeah, it's 27 inches long and 17 wide.
That's enormous.
It has to fit 7-inch action figures, don't it?
Good lord.
It has to fit 2 7-inch action figures side by side. And then the kittens at the back.
You see, I
like the box art.
I see this as a bit of a... I don't know. I see this as a bit of a problem, because it's kind of like you have companies making certain scales of figures, 6-inch, 7-inch, whatever, things like that. But I think that when they first entered into doing this, they never thought far enough down the line about, what if one day we start making vehicles for these figures? Yeah, because
they've made the cat's lair.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. So I don't think really that 6-inch, 7, 8-inch scale figures are conducive for vehicles or play sets. Yeah, I mean, okay, you could argue, well, you had vehicles and things like that for Action Man, and they were 12-inch and so on. So there is a point there, and also you could say, well, He-Man, they're 5-inch are they? And you had like Castle Grayskull and things like that.
But they weren't necessarily to scale, were they?
No, but when you get stuff like this, you see, this is where I contradict myself, which ain't nothing new to me. It's like, where does this fall in? Does this fall in the line of, is it a toy? Is it a collectible? What is it? Because it's like, you can buy the figures as toys for your kids.
Yeah.
But would you throw £500 on something like this?
The figures on these are 50 to 60 quid a piece, aren't they?
Mm.
So you got like £1,000 worth of Thundercats on.
You wouldn't be buying them for the kids, would you?
Well, I suppose it'd be relative. If money wasn't an issue and you had a really good job and you earned a lot of money and you spoiled your kids,
huge house.
Yeah,
and a huge house
for it all.
Then you could buy these as toys for your kids. So yeah, I mean, I suppose technically speaking, it's aimed at the collector's market. However, I think it goes to show, because the previous release didn't sell. It's like, well, where are people going to put this? It's like when they do vehicles for Hot Toys. It's a very, very limited. It's a niche market,
extremely niche market. But at least with Hot Toys, you kind of expect it to be niche, and they factor that in when manufacturing them. They don't make tens of thousands of the damn things.
No.
They make a very they do a very limited run, to the point where 6 months to a year after they've come out, people are clamoring for them to do more because they can't get hold of them. But they also only tend to do the extremely iconic ones, like the '89 Batmobile,
the Batwing, the DeLorean,
the
Ecto one. Have they done Ecto one?
I don't think Hot Toys have. Another company has. Blitzway.
Yeah.
Blitzway did the Ecto one. So it has been done.
What's it going to be?
The box, it's going to be at least 28 inches, isn't it?
It is.
Who do you think's going to stock that in real life? I mean,
that's going to be one of those pre-order only kind of items. It does come.
That's how wide it's going to be. That's sorry. That's how wide it's going to be. This is an 18-inch ruler, so just take an inch off. That's how wide it's going to be, because it said 17-inch wide.
Good
Wow.
grief, that's crazy.
So that's 43 centimeters. So just under half a meter
That's
wide.
wide.
It's gonna be. It would be completely impractical for a child to play with. It'll be as big as the child.
Yeah. White Feather's saying he's just got himself an original panthro with his nunchucks, so it's very apt for this discussion tonight.
Indeed.
Gap's not interested in this. He wants me to start throwing stuff that everybody likes.
It won't happen. We will never be able to show anything that everybody likes.
Huge box, and that is a beast of a vehicle. Right, next.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Speaking of Super 7 and their Ultimates line, I am sorely tempted with this one.
You're fully tempted by a glow-in-the-dark figure. Surely some mistake.
Well, it's the glow-in-the-dark, it's the fluorescent paint applications, it's Mars attacks, which I love anyway. It is tempting. It's very, very tempting. Look at that gun! Look at that pistol! That's awesome!
That's a Cosmic Toy Man pistol, ladies and gentlemen, right there.
Well, it may well have inspired the design. The box artwork is stunning as well. I kind of love this.
Whoa.
Radioactive. If you pre-order the entire wave of figures from Super 7, which I won't be doing, then you also get this alternate head, which it's a shame I won't be getting it, but yeah. I do kind of like it, though. Yeah. I don't know where I'd put it, but I kind of like it. Ben says,
Obviously.
to do that gap, I'll have to go up on the panel. TJ wants to come on and join us one day.
Come to us.
Awesome film, Mars Attacks. It certainly is. No, she doesn't want to join us, apparently. No. And didn't this start out as a trading card game? Well, it started out as cards that you collect. It wasn't a game. You couldn't play the game. It was just artwork and then like a bit of a story on the reverse. And yes, Tim Burton took inspiration from those designs in, 95, 96 was it? When he brought out the Mars Attacks movie? Which, you've got to say, those designs were very, very faithful to the original
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
artwork.
Yeah.
And yes, Jack Black was in this film. He certainly was.
Young
So
Jack
Tom
Black.
Jones.
There was a similar one with dinosaurs. Yes, Dinosaurs Attack as well. Yep. Some lovely artwork back in the 60s on the cards. Okay, moving on. Super 7 still. Yes, they're tempting me with their glow-in-the-dark goodness with this -1 Godzilla chomping on a train, which is a scene from the film. They're not actually making this up like they did with the orange one last time.
See,
Well,
that
no-
would be so much better if you could remove that train and
put a
slip
pack of Chewits in.
Chewits. Yeah.
Yep, I was thinking it. They said it.
Great minds. Typical Burton magic. Yeah, it was during his heyday when he was good still. Dave likes that figure. I'm going to guess he's meaning the...
Hack.
Yeah, the Martian. Yeah. Milkzilla. Yeah, I suppose it does have that milky look. A lot of glow-in-the-dark things do, but I think you've got that metallic blue on the spines and on the toes as well, which is quite nice. As usual, Godzilla is the one tokusatsu character just despise trains. Yeah. Chewits hard. Chewits! Oh, she types too slow. You beat her to it. We beat her to it. They've got another one. This one is a repurpose of the Biolante figure. They've just they've done it in green plastic, put some blood around his mouth to replicate this piece of comic book art.
All right.
Which is, I'm not quite so thrilled with this one. It's not. What is it you say, Ed? Blowing my socks off?
Blowing my skirt up.
Blowing my skirt up. Yeah, it's not blowing my skirt up, isn't this one? No. I like the artwork more than I like the figure.
He's got cute little ears. You don't want to see his ears.
Look, so I've noticed none of these Godzilla figures ever come with any stilts.
Why would they come with stilts?
Well, for when he's standing up in the ocean.
Oh, of course. Of course. Yeah.
You've not heard of treading water. His tail's actually going round like a rotor underneath him, keep him upright.
So why don't you see the effect on the ocean surface?
Projecting downwards, thrusting upwards. That's why.
To be fair, that is something that they've... I'll move back then for this. That is something that they got right with -1. They do have him swimming until he gets much closer to land, which is when he starts walking. So, again, credit to them for that. They did such a good job with that film. Hot Toys. I always throw a Hot Toys in there, and obviously it is Superman week.
That does look good.
It does. It does look good. I don't think I've got anything negative to say about this.
I'm loving the cape action.
It looks very much like a statue. Posable statue. I like
a small chicken.
Small chicken?
Yeah.
What looks like a chicken?
That is cape on.
No. I can't see it. I can't see a chicken in it.
No, a capon is the name for a small chicken.
Oh.
I knew he was making some sort of pun. I couldn't identify it either. I can tell you that smug look about him, even when he's in a tiny window.
Fair enough.
So
So far, I actually like this more than I've liked any of the marketing for the film. So I won't be buying it. And I'm not sure if anyone loves this film enough to spend the kind of money that this is probably going to be.
Yeah, but there'll be Superman completists who feel they need to.
No, it is nice, but just looking at the photos there is just one detail I would change to make it better.
The Superman logo.
If you take a closer look, if they just changed it so it was Christopher Reeve, it'd look awesome.
But then the costume would be so wrong.
No, I've just said if they change it to Christopher Reeve.
Oh, well, one of those already exists. Connor's saying he does like the comic book Godzillas, but he needs to read them. That's out of True Lies, is that quote? Like blowing up skirts. It would. Love you too, Gap. Love you too. Yes, Mars Attacks, says Dave. I thought so. Oh, Crypto, says TJ.
Oh, God.
On the other hand, White Feather says, Crypto, meh.
Crypto is obviously trying to pander to this, like, Grogu kind of little, rocket raccoon kind of thing.
Don't underestimate Crypto.
Starman to start playing. Oh, okay. Boom Chicken, apparently.
One of my earliest exposures to Superman in comic book form
hello.
was,
Did you know the mini belts I bought from you today were sweet dispensers? I didn't know they were sweet dispensers. I knew there were candy toys, like those ones that you build up. I didn't know they were sweet dispensers.
Just hang on a minute, because Andy was just about to tell us about him. Sorry, Andy was just telling us about him exposing himself to dogs when he was younger.
No. What I was saying was, there was a Superman comic book that I read. It was a compendium of about 3 stories, and in one, the Fortress of Solitude was getting assaulted. One of the people assaulting him was basically kryptonite powered, so Superman couldn't go near him. And Crypto there is a right vicious so-and-so, and basically tears his throat out, sacrificing himself to save Superman by killing the Kryptonite Man. Okay. So don't underestimate Crypto, basically.
So does Crypto not have the same vulnerability to kryptonite?
Yeah, he did, but he died saving Superman from the Kryptonite Man.
Oh, does he die in this film, do you know?
I don't know. No idea.
Oh, could you imagine it? The sequel could then be called Superman John Wick.
Sorry, you'll have to ignore my ignorance here, but where the hell did Crypto come from? Because he obviously didn't come from Krypton.
Well, if they can have people that look like humans, why can't they have pets that look like dogs?
Well,
I have no idea what his official backstory is, I must admit.
is he a human dog that's been imbued with the power of Kal-El?
A human dog?
Yeah.
You mean an Earth dog?
He's a Terran
Yeah,
dog.
a human dog. Yeah, a human dog. Not a Kryptonian dog, a human dog.
An Earth dog?
An Earth dog.
Because a human dog would be one of these fairies that people think they are now.
I know what I meant, you know what I meant, but I just enjoy you being pedantic, that's all.
Well, maybe he arrived in sort of as an amorphous blob and he scanned a dog as the first thing
Crypto
that he came close
is
to.
an alien, says Ben.
Crypto's an alien.
There you go.
What, kind of like the Thing, which shows in the form of a dog?
That's what I was going for with the whole scanning thing, but you were. I was trying to make it Transformers flavoured for you, but okay.
He was in the Phantom Zone, apparently. Says
All
Ben.
right.
And TJ's on your side. She knows a few human dogs.
Oh, wow.
Very
Very
chatty.
catty comment.
Superdog originates from the planet Krypton, just like Superman. He is Superman's pet dog and first appeared in Adventure Comics 210. I feel like Gap has just researched that for us in order for us to move on.
Perhaps he
Perhaps
jumped into his
so.
rocket at the last minute and they took off together.
Everyone who is a hero these days is an alien. Seen enough Doctor Who and Ultraman to know this. So yeah, there's a few nice poses of him.
So do you think that's one of those sort of wired capes then?
Yes. Yeah, you can see the seam around the wire. This one I just threw in there because it's a new announcement from Mondo, well, about a week ago. Yu-Gi-Oh! Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I'm aware of this because I used to sell the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards and I used to host the tournaments. Nobody used this card because it was almost impossible to summon and didn't do anything particularly good in the game. But the reason I'm looking at this is because I thought it looked quite cool standing opposite King Ghidorah. Because it is a Safubi type thing from Mondo. And I thought, I've got a King Ghidorah coming that this would look quite nice as a companion piece too.
I feel that central head is getting top billing and the other ones are slightly sort of smaller.
Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it? Yeah.
You just need a Tiamat to put with it.
Tiamat to stand between them.
Yeah.
So almost 12 inches tall. It's a hefty piece, isn't it?
So
It's
what you
nice to
need,
do
no,
that sort of thing.
yeah, what you need is you need a two-headed dragon. You need that, and then Tiamat. So then you could do 2 plus 3 equals 5.
Yeah.
And you can do a sort of 10-tier dragon attack.
Connor doesn't usually watch Yu-Gi-Oh, but he thinks this is beautiful. So I think we're on the same page with this then, Connor. I do. I think we're on the same page with this. I don't know if I'd use beautiful as the term, but I do kind of like it, and I think it would go quite well. A blue Ghidorah. How far behind are you, Dave?
Human dog.
Dragons look scary when they're being traumatized, seeing someone search history.
Huh?
I really want to know where the commas should be in your sentences, Joe.
I think he's saying that seeing someone search history could traumatize a dragon, is what he's trying to say.
Possibly. There was the toy that was blue. I don't know if that was referring to its original colour, though. So Lego, I've got quite a cool new arcade coming out. Arcade machine, I believe this one's called. It looks a lot smaller than the Pac-Man one that they did, but I quite like it still. It's got some kind of asteroids or space invaders looking game on the screen, and it does open up into, I don't know, is that an arcade shop, a bedroom, a living room?
Well, Lego's now doing Mighty Max then.
Yeah, this is as close as you get to Mighty Max nowadays. Maybe that's why I like this.
Yeah, it's quite a clever little idea.
Mm.
I'm trying to think when they last did something like that, when the things immediately spring to mind. It's almost like those books they've had that open up and sort of.
That's right. Yes, they did Harry Potter ones, didn't they? And
Yeah.
Disney ones.
The Atari VCS, when you open that up, it's got a room diorama in it with a little Lego figure sat
That's
playing
right, yeah.
an Atari.
And there's a closer image of the tile for the front of the monitor.
All right.
Yeah, I quite like it. It's cute. It's cute. It's not overly expensive either. I think it's $34.99.
I'm going to say it's not a huge set. That, yeah.
No, it's.
They've scaled it cleverly because the minifigure does look quite small in it.
It does. It does. Yes.
That could be on the birthday list.
And I'm not sure if this is the last one, and I've only thrown it in there because I was doing Lego. Yes, there's a Lego Soundwave, Transformers Soundwave. It does transform itself as well. Like, not itself, but you can transform it.
And the cassettes transform.
And there you are. It's actually a triple changer, is this? Because you can have the cassette player, you can have the robot, and you can have the street light from the first episode of
Transformers more than
Yeah, he hasn't got his arms outstretched in a
Well,
T
he could do.
formation.
He could do, though, couldn't he? Yeah, he could lift those arms up.
Presumably he could, otherwise it's kind of incomplete. It's weird having done that on the box art.
That's something that's coming up in a moment because...
And it also has a sound brick.
Yeah.
It makes noises.
Oh, that explains the pricing then, but apparently people think the pricing will come down.
Well, all of the
It's
other
140. It's about 160 quid, is it? Something like that.
I saw 175, but I don't know if that was dollars.
Yeah. But I think they said that they all start at that level, but then they often get reduced. So it depends on how well he sells, I think.
Look at that. Richard's here. He says hello. And has the Cosmic Council background been updated? It has indeed. We have a new thumbnail which depicts all three of us as it always should have done. So, yeah. It's not what I was originally going for. I had another idea. Wasn't working, so this was my backup. We have a lot of hellos there. Could put a teal game on the arcade. A real game on the arcade, do you mean? Okay. Next! Now that's for me. Soundwave Lego, very nice. Ben thinks it's awesome.
I wonder if it's supposed to be Gallagher on it, actually, as a sort of Avengers loose tie-in.
Could be, yeah. Richard will definitely be getting the Lego Soundwave. Soundwave, all talk, no shock. Okay. Soundwave's the best Transformer, apparently, according to Martin. And Richard agrees with him. Never had Soundwave as a child, but now he has the masterpiece. Paul's with us. Hello, Paul. How are you doing, sir? What does everybody think about... Give me a chance. We're getting there, Joe. We're getting there. Soundwave set will launch in August. It's 190. All right, okay. It might have been 175 in pounds then. You have a question, right? Save it, and when I start asking for questions shortly, you can throw it into the comments.
Yeah, just keeping track on on the thing about asking people to pose questions to us.
Yeah.
There's 3 questions so far.
Oh, have you got them?
Yeah, I've pulled them off.
Oh, have you now?
So you won't need to scroll back for them.
Fantastic.
We've only got 3 questions.
Are they in a spreadsheet?
Thank you.
Well, two of the questions we can all answer. One of the questions only Gareth can answer.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I recall that question already, I think.
Okay, very interesting. Richard's also saying, look, he had Optimus Prime and eventually got 2 or 3 others too back in the day. Right, there's another banner to throw up because along with toy news, I decided to start discussing pop culture news because it's involved in what we talk about and what we're interested in anyway. So the first point of order, there's only 2 what I'm going to mention. One of them I do have a picture for, the others I don't. The other one I don't. So today it was announced, Joe, you should be quite happy, that these 2 have been cast in the role of Zelda and Link in the Legend of Zelda movie that's due out in 2027. Yeah, I've been trying not to get excited for this because so many things could go wrong. But I believe they've got the same crew behind the Super Mario movie. The animated movie, not the old movie.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Same company that's behind it. They've got
you got Bob Hoskins is going to play as Zelda.
Yeah, he's coming back from the grave. So Zelda on top there she's called Bo Bragason, and Link there is Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. She's 21 years old. He's 16.
Good grief.
She's been in King and Conqueror. Never seen it. Never heard of it. The Jetty. Never seen it. Never heard of it. The Radleys. Never seen it and never heard of it.
In other words, she's a cheap actress to get.
Exactly. Link has been, Benjamin has been in The Haunting of Bly Manor, which also I've neither seen nor heard of. Son of a Critch, not seen or heard of. And Pinocchio, which some versions I have seen and other versions I've heard of and not seen. But I dare say there are some versions that I've neither seen nor heard of. Because it seems to be one of those IPs that a lot of people have had a go at. I'm incredibly on the fence. I'm trying not to get excited. I have spoke to Joe before about who should be the right actor, right actress to play the part, and straight away I always said unheard ofs. Please give me unheard ofs. There's no baggage.
That's
These two tick that box for me. You know, there were so many people at the time saying Tom Holland.
Generic, yes.
Yeah. I'm glad they didn't go with Tom Holland. I actually think he's too old for the part now.
Tall, isn't it? Well, is he too tall? Like too tall?
Possibly. It depends if they're going for child Link or adult Link.
Oh, yeah. Mm. Yeah.
I'm surprised that with today being like it is, that
here we go.
Yeah, Link wasn't a girl. They didn't cast a girl to play Link.
Well, in all fairness, I haven't done any research on this. I've literally just read what it said in an article. I don't necessarily know which one of those is Bo Bragason and which one is Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. I'm assuming that the top is the actress playing Link and the lower is the actor. No, sorry, the actress playing Zelda and the lower is the actor playing Link. But I could be wrong because it's 2025.
I mean, it depends how much control Nintendo will sort of like try and have over it. If they have very little to no control, then I could see it being a case of
no one's doing that film without Nintendo having a say in it.
Yeah,
Come on.
Nintendo have an awful lot of control.
You know, Zelda won't need much saving.
Yeah, it's actually Miyamoto of Nintendo that made the announcement today that these are the ones playing the parts. So, yeah, right. they're very hands-on.
Right.
They're very hands-on. I think that's one of the reasons the Mario film was so good. But then again, if you've got the right people making it, then these things can be good, can't they? I did make a note as well, just to say the film's going to be produced by Avi Arad, he's known to people throughout a lot of Marvel stuff, not necessarily MCU, but, you know, the earlier stuff. And it's been directed by Wes Ball of Maze Runner fame, which Maze Runner, the whole series wasn't too bad, to be fair.
Yeah.
We've got comments.
We have comments.
Still talking about Prime there. A new Madoka movie trailer dropped. Did it now? He's not small or blonde. I'm not sure how tall he is, but hair can be dyed. To be fair, one thing I will say, Link has always had blonde hair with black eyebrows.
Ah.
So maybe he does dye his hair blonde. What got everyone? Yeah, we'll come to that later. That looks like a question.
Yeah, I've made note of it.
Yeah, okay. He's not blonde. Is that really the complaint here? He wears a hat anyway. They got the same producer from the awful Spider-Man films. He's also the same producer from a lot of very good Spider-Man films and a lot of very good other Marvel films as well. If you're just going to pick out one or two bad ones that he's done, that's on you. It could be a disaster. It certainly could.
I mean, if you're complaining about that his hair's not blonde, then you suppose you could start complaining, well, his ears and his features aren't pointy enough because he's not made out of polygons.
Or
pixels.
Have you seen TJ's comment that's on the screen now?
No, what? Where?
Where's the pointy ears?
Right. Yeah.
They haven't got Tom. No, he's probably just a tad too old.
And maybe a bit too short.
Jack Black might be playing the main bad guy. I doubt it. Although it does depend which version of Ganondorf they go for. There are some fat versions. The other enjoys discovering new toys didn't get to see back in my day. Fair enough. Prime was the first I got either my 4th or 5th birthday, I believe. Parents thought they may have been too young for it, but you took very good care of it. Excellent.
For that younger birthday, that is impressive.
No, you're not, Steve. I know who you are. You're Connor.
Hey, Steve, I am Brian.
I've heard of Bly Manor, the haunting of Bly Manor. Okay, we'll have to discuss it. I wonder if they're going to cast the dancers. Okay, hello, Robert. How are you, sir? 2 unheard ofs here. Yeah, well, that's what I like about it, and I hope they keep going with that kind of casting. Maybe get someone in who's got a bit of gravitas for the villain, for Ganon. Depending how heavy they're going to go with the CGI. What have they been casting? They've been cast in The Legend of Zelda. Nice one. Loads of small Autobots, all the cassettes, Soundwave, and a handful of the Decepticons. Zelda, no bad. Okay. We've got one Channing Tatum as the tree. Don't think he'd make a very good Deku tree. Link doesn't have a dad that we know of. Does he? I can't remember a version where we know of his dad.
No idea.
Should have been animation, live action movie. Not necessarily. Everyone said the same about Lord of the Rings. I love Lord of the Rings, and the animation was terrible back in the 70s, 80s, whenever it was that came out. Maybe his granddad. Could be worse. Who made the Alone in the Dark movie? Okay. Who's Pedro Pascal going to play? He's not in it, I hope. Is this a thing? I'm Steve. Is that a thing? Rocker's the big bad. Let's hope not. Keep him away from films. Robert's doing fine. Just coming to an end of getting the rest of his transform. Excellent. So the other topic, well, not topic, but the other item that I was going to be mentioning as pop culture news, it's more of a laugh, really. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but Ncuti Gatwa in an interview in the last few days has revealed the reason why he left the role of the Doctor in Doctor Who. At 32 years old, he believes he's too old for the part, and his knees are starting to hurt him. So he's taken up ballet instead, which is apparently not difficult on the knees at all.
What?
And a 32-year-old is prime age to be starting ballet.
Is it April the 1st?
It feels that way, doesn't it? Yeah, what an absolute idiot if he thinks that anybody's going to be believing that story. I think he's like the 2nd or 3rd youngest actor to have played the Doctor.
Perhaps he's more of an idiot for thinking that anybody would actually care.
To that, we've got too old what bull poop, and bless, don't let the door hit him in the ass. So that's everything. So if you want to start throwing these questions that people are at us, we can move on to that.
Questions? You want the questions? Right then.
Why not?
Let's have a look. So the first one was from Benjamin. And he asked, if you could rewatch a TV show for the very first time, what would it be and why?
What was that? A TV show for the very first time?
Yeah, if you could rewatch a TV show for the very
Rewatch?
first time. So basically what he's saying is a TV show that you've really enjoyed, if you could go back and rewatch it again for the first time, not having seen it, I'm assuming so you could relive the memories and the feelings that you had when you first watched it.
That's a good question. That's a very good question. I don't think I'd do it with a TV show that I liked.
Well, then that's kind of like...
No, I think if I was going to do it,
He has a point in getting to it.
no.
Well,
If you really like something, then it's a lot of the time. I mean, obviously, it's whether or not it's good at all. A lot of the stuff I like just isn't all that good. It's probably down to who I was and where I was at the time in my life as to why I liked it and why it connected so much. So if I was to watch it again now for the first time, it might not hit the same way. Whereas if I was to watch something that I didn't like in the first place for the first time, there's a chance I might like it the second time. You seem puzzled as if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, see, is it a question of, do you go back and sort of watch something that you thought was a bit rubbish to see if it's actually better now that you're older or something?
That's what I'm meaning, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have rewatched Babylon 5 since. But interesting, when I did it more from the point of view of sort of doing a sort of synopsis and a little sort of overview of it. So I wasn't really watching it for pleasure so much because I made it a project. So I'd quite like to rewatch it again just to rewatch it.
Right.
I mean, things like I keep meaning to sit down and rewatch a lot of things. Like I should rewatch Space 1999 because I've got all of it on Blu-ray and stuff.
I nearly watched the first episode this morning.
But then I haven't really ever sat and just watched it all the way through. And it wouldn't take that long. There weren't that many episodes, I don't think.
What's that? Box sets are like that.
Well, yeah, that's just because because they put a lot of extras and stuff in. But yeah.
So what was that, Andy? Rewatch what?
Space 1999.
Oh yeah.
There's that. I mean, there's things like. I mean, it depends. It depends whether or not you want your childhood memories blowing up. I think. I could go back and watch Terrorhawks and realize it's exactly the same thing every single episode. Which in fairness, it probably wouldn't be with Terrorhawks.
Well, I think we're missing. I think we're missing a key point of this question. A key part of it. It's if you were to go back and watch it again for the first time.
Yeah.
So it would be as if you'd never seen it before.
Oh, as if you'd never seen
As if you'd never seen it before. So you're seeing it
Which is
for the
what I
first
said
time.
in the first place when I
It
first
is.
read the question. It's what I said when I read the question out for the first time, Andy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. A lot of these things, when you do watch them as a kid or as a teen, they hit you because of where you are in your life at the time. Whereas now, I'm a father now. I'm a business owner now. I'm very different now as a person to what I was when I was 6 or 7 years old. So it might not hit the same. I mean, I obviously I love classic Doctor Who. If I was to watch that for the first time now, would I still have that kind of passion for it? I don't think I would. Although I've developed the passion for the Godzilla films, and they're just as terrible, really.
I suppose for me, I might go. I might watch them like Sequest DSV because it's kind of it's one of those ones where it's kind of educational, but then you look at it and think that the graphics were pants. Would that make a difference, or would it still hold up? It's that sort of thing. It reminds me of how badly some of those did in their later seasons. Actually, it might be quite depressing.
Got an O-level drama at school playing the wizard in Wizard of Oz. Kept getting it wrong so I could kiss Dorothy more. You think I could be in the Zelda film? Probably
You
not.
may qualify.
Took an hour for toy news. You'll probably forget all the questions at the start. Well, we're already on to them. Shut up. What would you think of Kamen Rider fighting the Robo-Men from Dalek's Invasion of Earth?
I've made a note of that question.
Oh, have you now?
Other questions to ask, other questions to answer before we get to that.
Okay. Well, we'll come to that then.
If we have time.
All movie. Yeah, Ben says all movie. Rather than TV show, it could be a movie as well.
Yeah.
So, go on, Ed. What would you say to this?
I would say TV show-wise, to recapture how I felt when I first saw it, which is a bit of a moot point because even when I do rewatch it, I still encounter those emotions, experience those emotions, things like that. But there's a lot of TV shows that I'd like to go back and sort of like watch for the first time, or that kind of thing. Things like Life on Mars, Ashes to Ashes, Mindhunter, Firefly. There's lots of stuff that are just that were just great and fantastic shows. And when you first watch them, Battlestar Galactica, the reimagined series.
Oh yeah.
There's just things that you watch. Lost. I'd like to forget. I'd like to forget Lost and go back and start watching that again. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I feel the same disappointment when I get to season 2.
Well, that's down to expectations, isn't it? If you just got to, just go with it on the ride kind of thing. But, so, and then film-wise, it'd be nice to feel that kind of awe and wonder, when the first time I saw films like, Gremlins and Back to Future and things like St. Elmo's Fire, RoboCop, Terminator, E.T. I'd love to feel. I do anyway. Every time I watch E.T., I am like 8-9 years old again. The magic of that film is still there and will be. That is an actual thing. If when my time comes, and if they come to get me and take me to Valhalla, and they say, "Oh, before you go, you can watch a film before you go," that would be it. It'd be E.T.
Really?
Or if I wanted to drag things out, I'd be like, "Can I watch the whole of the Lord of the Rings but extended versions?"
I was thinking if you want extra hours.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that would be nice to go back and rewatch for the first time. However, I think that still encountering those emotions that I did when I first watched them, even now upon repeat viewing, it is a bit of a redundant question for me, because I still get the same emotions and feelings watching these films and TV shows, X amount of times, over and over again. I mentioned Mindhunter. I've started watching Mindhunter again. I think I only watched it probably about this time last year I watched it. It's a series that I could watch, again and again. Because it's just it's brilliant. It's a really, really good TV show. So yeah. What about Andy? Or is he sticking with Space 1999?
Well, I was thinking. I remember. Quantum Leap was one I grew up with, and it was quite formulaic, but I always quite enjoyed it.
Awesome. It's an awesome show. I love it.
It's an awesome show. Yeah,
I need to finish it. I never did finish it. I need to finish it.
The last episode is terrific.
Yeah.
It's a really great finishing episode. Or
Fuck off.
It's not kind of blowjob that I've always wanted, but go for it.
You what? Sorry.
Nothing, dear.
No, Wasp attack.
Wasp attack.
Phil will be watching Battlestar Galactica with his dad at the cinema.
I tell you what, I would like to see
Last time he was sober. But I thought this was some kind of emotional thing, not.
I would like to. I remember what a film that really moved me when I was little was Neverending Story. That was very powerful at the time for me. But also, I also remember the sort of films that I got on rental that were Japanese origins and sort of deeply poorly dubbed, but which I've never ever seen again. Like sort of, there'll be like science fiction time machine type things when they go back and find dinosaurs on an island or something because they've travelled in time for no apparent reason. You know, just like these random stuff that you got in rental stores for no apparent reason and never saw ever again in the rest of your life.
The Land That Time Forgot.
Well, yes, and like Space Firebird was another one that I remember very clearly as an anime. And I have found it on YouTube since I could, in theory, sit and rewatch it, but it is one of those very sort of core memories for me. But at the time, I wouldn't have had a clue that it was anime. And I've no idea why it got dubbed into English and released over here at a time when anime wasn't a thing. You know, it just happened that way. So,
Okay. You know, a film that I have always loved, and it's I wouldn't say that it's genre or anything like that, but it is one that I've loved since childhood, and it's one that I would like to see again, maybe with new eyes. And that's Darby O'Gill and the Little People. Old Disney film. I believe it was the first, if not a very early one, for Sean Connery.
Oh, right.
I know
in Ireland,
yeah.
Strangely enough. Do you remember that one, Ed?
It's a long time since I've seen it, but I know the film that you're talking about. Yeah,
I wonder if there's many people in the chat that know it.
It's one of his early films. It's an early film for him. Yeah,
sounds like something similar to The Borrowers, possibly. I've just God, what was that? It's kind of a
take on Gulliver kind of thing, you know, with the Lilliputians and stuff like that. You know, the little people and stuff.
Do you remember a film that was part live action, part animated? I think it was The Water Babies. Did you ever see that?
I was a child, a very young child, when I saw that.
Yeah, I just came
I
back.
have no memories of it.
I remember quite liking that when I was very little. It was like one of those Christmas movies that was always on at Christmas. Yeah, I remember
Mysterious Cities of Gold. Still.
Oh yeah, it ran a long time. That.
Great actor.
Yes.
Shot on a wash.
So, would you like to the next question then?
Go on then. What's the next question?
So Martin, had asked if you had to give up. What?
Can we change the question to what we can unwatch?
Yeah. So Martin asks, if you had to give up all your collections except one type of collection, what collection would you keep and why?
Well, we already know what Martin's answer to that would be, don't we?
So give up all your collections except one type of collection. What would your collection be? Go on, Andy. You'll kick us off on this one.
Interesting. I suppose for sheer volume, I'd have to hang on to my sort of Eagle Moss Star Trek ships, wouldn't I? Otherwise, my collection I'd suddenly have a lot of randomly empty bookcases in the house. I don't think I have anything as significant as that in my collection. So purely on that basis, that's probably what I would not lose. The other two are now pondering very carefully because they have more of a mix, I feel.
I've got my answer. I'll let Ed go first.
No, you guys. Okay.
No, seriously.
I think I'd opt to keep my extensive collection of belly button fluff. I have it categorised into week order.
He's got an entire spreadsheet.
Yeah, I started round about. It probably would have been about 1986 when I put a bit of puppy fat, a bit of timber on, you know, because it was quite deep and there was quite a lot that I could collect. That's the vintage side. The modern day stuff isn't as extensive, and especially at the moment, they haven't had any for weeks because with the weather being as it is, I've not been wearing a T-shirt around the house, so there's been no fluff accumulation. I don't know. Well, I think you already know the answer to this one.
Spectrum.
Yeah. Everything would go on. I keep my Spectrum stuff. Go on.
Seriously.
Well, as you know, I collect toys of all sorts. I collect Blu-rays, DVDs. I collect vinyl records.
It's probably easier just to say
comics and graphic novels. So what I'm getting Warhammer, all that sort of stuff. So what I'd probably keep is I'd get rid of everything and just keep the toys.
I feel we've been tricked.
So you get rid of all your collectible stuff then, like your hot toys and things like that?
Yeah, they could go. Although they're called toys, they're called hot toys. So would they be considered as toys? No, they could go. They'd probably be one of the first things to go.
Yeah.
They'd be one of the first things. They're already boxed up and stashed away in the wardrobe or above the shop. So if I was that bothered about them, I'd have them out on display, wouldn't I? So yeah, they'd be amongst the first to go. I don't know, because so much of it does bring me so much joy. So I'd be torn, I think, between the Safubi and the Doctor Who stuff. Because the Doctor Who stuff, I'm looking at the vinyl figures, the Safubi, and thinking, yeah, definitely them. I'm keeping them. But then I look down at the Daleks, and I'm like, they've been with me for so much longer, and I'm getting rid and getting them back, and getting rid and getting them back. So they're a mainstay, aren't they? So it would be between those two. Only have one collection Transformers, and he's not giving up any. Obviously, I keep my Star Wars vintage stuff. All the other Star Wars modern stuff would go. Oh, right, okay, so you're breaking it down into age then. So I would just say it's all Star Wars.
So Martin wouldn't keep his newly acquired Palatoy First 12 sealed on card.
But Tish.
Did you fluff your lines?
I did indeed.
Oh, good answer. Okay. I do collection 4K DVDs, Blu-rays, rare DVDs. I would let them go, but keep my Transformers 10,000%. Is it a toy if it has 0 points of articulation?
Oh.
Yes.
Cars have no points of articulation.
Yes. A baby's rattle is a toy.
They have spinning wheels.
Is that articulation?
Opening doors?
Oh, yeah, because they articulate round and round and round.
Yeah. Yes, I think so. Oh, yes. That's a scary thought, Joe. If you're almost vintage now, what does that make me? I'd get rid of everything and then I'd be free! Oh, well, got to bend the rules a little bit. He's keeping his pally toys. He's not pally toys.
Right, next question. This one's only for Gareth.
Oh, okay.
And this is from Gap, if he's still here and hasn't done one.
I'm already dreading this.
Because he's got bored and
It sounded like quite a sensible
Is that why he was moving us on so quickly?
So anyway, Gap's question, is Gap still out there?
Gap,
Because
he's still here, mate.
If Gap's not there, then there's no point asking question.
Earth to Gap, come in, Gap, over.
It was here 13 minutes ago.
Was he? Right, well,
Yeah.
The question is, how long you been in business? When did you open up the toy shop? And how many items are in your store?
I opened up the shop around about 20 years ago.
Wow.
I was in business before that, doing markets and car boot sales and selling online for at least somewhere between 6 and 8 years before that, I would say.
But Gareth, you don't look old enough for that to be the case.
Probably a lot longer, actually, now I think about it. Started when I was 16. I'm 42 now. How many items do I have in my shop? Not a bloody clue. Yeah, there's not enough hours in the day to count that.
I'd be willing to bet money that there is stock in your shop that you've had since you were 16.
Probably. Yeah, I've no idea. I've no idea how many items there are in the shop.
That's a good question.
That's a silly question.
Yeah, Gareth doesn't do stock takes.
That's like saying how many hairs are on someone's head. I mean, we know that Ed's not got that many, but in general,
I shave. I'm not bald.
You say that, but one day the great belly fluff repatriation will take place.
It will.
That's what he's been saving it up for, because he's going to glue it on top.
Yep. I'm gonna go curl it overnight.
Belly fluffiness. My articulation isn't working as good as it used to.
Yeah. Phil's just do a stock taking day. No, Gareth stock would need a stock taking month.
You need a year. You need a year. Seriously. I've got probably 10,000 comics. Maybe more.
Comics do mount up.
They do. They do. So, yeah, probably more.
You see, I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Well, no, it's something I'd like to have a shop. In my hairy fairy imagination, it'd be nice to have a shop and do shoppy kind of things. But I couldn't have a shop like how you've got your shop.
No, I know you couldn't.
No way. That would drive me absolutely insane. Yeah,
I know it would.
And the main thing would be if I had stock in my shop that I'd had for say 5 years and it hadn't sold, it would be out the door. It would go. Yeah. It was just sort of like, I've had this X amount of year, it's not sold, no one's showed any interest in it, bang, it's gone, kind of thing. Like, if it were done at a charity or even if it was just sold off cheap, that would, it would drive me absolutely crackers.
I'm just having visions of Ed's shop transforming into a suitcase at the end of the day and going home with him.
We see that's the thing. It would be quite minimalist. There would be stuff that you would be able to browse and look at, but there would be like a minimalist look to it, and so and everything would be kind of like I'd try and have like a flow to it, kind of thing. But it just I have admiration for Gareth. He knows very well, that I do, and and I respect what he does, but. Yeah, it drives me absolutely crazy.
I mean, I hope you do remember that when I first opened, everything was neat and tidy. And everything had its place, and everything was in sections and whatnot, but soon that becomes impossible.
Yeah, it's impossible because you buy more than what you sell.
Well, when you're buying job lots and everything, it's too easy to do that.
I know, but the thing, I mean, this is the thing. This is another thing that for me, like, if I had a shop and someone brought some stuff into me, and I was like, all right, okay, and I looked over into the corner, I thought, well, I've already got 20 of that figure. No, go away.
Obviously, I'm not going to buy a figure.
Yeah.
When I've
but like, yeah, but
if you're buying a job lot of 60 figures and 2 of them you have 5 each of, you're still going to take the 60 to get the other 58. You just probably, when you're making a price up, you don't cover anything for them. Or you say if you want to keep them, you can keep them.
Yeah, take that and go away.
Yeah. You'd be pleased to know I actually did turn a customer away today. They tried selling me a load of board games. They were all Monopolies. And they were all themed. So there was,
of course,
Legend of Zelda Monopoly, Nintendo Monopoly, Friends, the TV show Monopoly,
it'll be there for you.
Animal Crossing Monopoly, there were 2 different Pokemon Monopolies, but all the boxes had been torn and taped back up.
Oh.
They were all fairly rare. Legend of Zelda Clue as well, which that's quite a nice one to have. But the ones that I had my eye on, they had the old Milton Bradley board games of Super Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong, and The Legend of Zelda. And those 3, particularly The Legend of Zelda, worth an awful lot of money. But all the boxes had been taped up and they're all crunched and everything. I was like, no, thank you. I'll pass. And they came in originally asking £300 for them.
Super.
For about 12 board games, to which I laughed. And then they came very quickly down to 150, to which I laughed and said, no, thank you. And then they rang me back up from home later, asking if I'd go to 100. And I was like, no, thank you. Good luck with your private sales.
It's like read the mood music in the room.
It was the condition. It was the condition. Even if the condition of those boxes all taped up, it was no good.
Surely they'd be far better off just bundling a few on eBay.
If you had vintage Star Wars over 5 years, I'd be at your shop. He's had them Chucky dolls since I've known it. No, I keep restocking because they keep selling. They're my best sellers. If you didn't have the shop, would your collecting priorities change? All right, okay. Is that a question we're coming to? Okay.
Yeah, that's a question.
Ed wouldn't have a shop; he'd hold an exhibition.
Now you see, he's not far off that because that's the thing. Not being too morbid about this thing, but I'd thought about my collection when I'm no longer here. And the thing is, if there were to be a toy museum or something like that, I think that, some of it, I'd like to see some of it go somewhere like that where other kids and other collectors and stuff like that could enjoy it by looking at, just looking at it and stuff like that. But I mean, I don't think there's no way around here that you could have something like that, so.
Well, it's something I would love to have, and I was working on the top floor, but it's not. If it happens ever, it's not going to be happening anytime soon.
Yeah, so it's
something I'd like to do. Is that?
Yeah, but I think for a toy museum, it would have to be more diverse, if you will, than the stuff that I have in my collection, because you'd need it for like the history of toys, so from whenever, from a stick and a ball kind of thing all the way up to, whatever you've got now, so yeah. But anyway, next question. So this is from Paul, and it's one that we've been asked many times before, but Paul's asking, it's the first time he's asked us. So, and Paul asks, what got everybody into toy collecting? Andy.
He's joking to death at the moment.
Yeah, no, that's why I picked you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think that when I was growing up, I always collected comics. I think they were my start point, because for whatever reason, I liked to have my back issues. So I would accumulate things like Transformers comics and other Marvel comics in 2000 ADs and so on. I tend to hold on to all the DVDs that I get as well. I just have a sort of general kind of collecting tendency, I think.
He's a hoarder. And
Yeah,
I can
you're a
relate.
hoarder.
I can relate.
Yes. And it's more latterly that I've got back into toys, having sort of been triggered by getting one Eagle Moss issue that had a sort of a Star Trek thing in it, and realizing that, that was going to be my vibe for a little while. So I started scooping those up just in the nick of time before they went under. And then it gradually just sort of grew from there when I realized that there were emporiums such as Gareth's that specialized in vintage toys that that would tickle me from my childhood nostalgia point of view, and that kind of brought me here basically, ultimately, and here I have remained. So yes, that was my sort of general sort of it's for me, it's not so much getting modern stuff now, it's recollecting things from my childhood. that had meaning to me.
Okay.
Next.
For me, it's been one of those things where I just never stopped. I have answered this a few times. I'm the boy who never grew up.
Here.
Yeah, always throughout it all. I think from at such an early age, wanting to continue with toys and knowing that I eventually wanted to have my own shop, then you just keep collecting constantly because well, one day if I decide I don't like it, I'll be able to sell it in the shop that I'll imaginarily have one day. And obviously, it came into being almost 20 years ago. So that is where my collection ended up going. But then when I got to a position where I could start collecting again, I did. But I was always keeping the odd bit and bat here and there. But when I got to a comfortable stage, I was able to start really going at it. So yeah, it just never stopped with me, did it? It's always been there since being year high. Ed?
Yeah, just 97. 97 and 98. And it was Transformers. It was like the very early days of eBay. I had my old Transformers from childhood in the loft. They came out and proceeded to sell them on eBay. And when they'd sold, I then just sort of like picked up a few that I didn't have as a kid. And it just went from there. It just went. That's where it started. It was an interesting part of my life anyway. At that point, I don't feel the need to share. That's all you're getting. So it was an interesting part of my life at that point, and so there was some clearing out and stuff like that, and that's where they came from. So I got them, tarted them up, sold them, and then picked up. But I suppose what got me hook, line, and sinker with it would have been, I think it was the arse end of 2000, or may have been early 2001, when I picked up the JAFCON reissues of Optimus Prime, Convoy, but we know him as Optimus Prime, and I still have those. And that's when I started picking up all like the Japanese reissues and things like that, and the exclusives, which I no longer have. They've all gone and sold on. But yeah, so that's what got me back into it, into collecting. So that's Paul's question. There we go. Yeah. Right, next question. So this is, I'm assuming it's Mr. Gigan. What?
Connor.
Connor. Right, we'll go with Connor. Why don't you put Connor? Mr. Gigatron, or whatever it is. What would you think of Kamen Rider fighting the Robo-Men from Daleks Invasion Earth 2150 AD? The movie versions, not the show ones.
I know where he's going. He's going with the costumes that they wear. The sleek black PVC leathery looking thing, and then the motorbike helmet, the little antennas. It's very Kamen Rider, is that? I do think Doctor Who did it first, though. I think Kamen Rider would probably win. The Robo-Men are incredibly weak.
Is that how you pronounce it? Because I also pronounced it Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider.
Carmen. Where's the R?
There's no R. It's Kamen Rider. It's not Kamen Rider. It's Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider.
It's Japanese, isn't it?
Kamen. I'll stick with Kamen. I've never seen it. I know nothing about it, so I can't answer that question, I'm afraid.
Fair. It's a martial artist on a motorbike, essentially,
Right.
imbued with the power of the bug.
Ah, I see.
It worked for Spider-Man, didn't it?
Right, then it's another question from Paul. This is the last question so far.
Okay.
And again from Paul. So, if you didn't have your shop,
Take care, TJ.
see you, TJ. If you didn't have your shop, would your collecting priorities change?
My lifestyle would change. I'd be on this an awful lot more, I tell you.
But the thing is, though, would you? I kind of get the fact that if you hadn't have been in the toy buying and selling business, would you have still started collecting? And would your collection be as prolific as what it is now? Because your collection is prolific as it is because of the shop. You know, it opens you up to possibilities.
I don't know. I think it's a 6 of one, half a dozen of the other kind of job.
Is that a baker's dozen?
Yeah. If I didn't have the shop, I'd probably still be doing the buying and selling, but it wouldn't be through bricks and mortar. It would be, I'd be doing a lot more conventions and toy fairs. I'd be hitting online a hell of a lot harder. So the buying and selling would still be there. Obviously, people wouldn't necessarily be bringing stuff to me the way that they do with having a shop. That said, look at all these people that are just online and they're picking up stuff all of the time. In fact, I'm quite jealous of some people when they're posting hauls that they've just got on Insta and on Facebook. I'm like, how are you getting these sort of like 5 and 6 times a month? You know, these kind of lots. And I'm lucky if I get 2 or 3 of them a year. So, yeah, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. Maybe I'd have a part-time job. Maybe I'd be hitting YouTube a lot harder and maybe this would be earning something, which it isn't. Not really.
Well, another question from...
I consider myself lucky if it pays for the streaming software.
Another question from Martin that's just come in. This question for the council. If you had to donate one item to charity, what would it be and which charity? Andy.
He's gone bye-bye.
Yeah.
No, I have several spare star kits at the moment, so I could donate one of those quite readily. I would probably go for British Heart Foundation.
Go on, Gareth, what's secret? Gareth would donate to himself. He'd donate to himself something from the shop.
No, I'm laughing because I was like, some of my used underwear to a children's charity.
Oh dear. And suddenly it took a dark, sinister tone. Would you include your Jim will Fix It badge with that?
No, but I'd include a T-shirt that says, "Do you want to be in my gang?"
Yeah.
Does it have to be something from the collection? Did he say?
Yeah, something from the collection.
I donate to charities all the time. See, that's something I never put in my videos or market to anyone, is it? I don't know.
I mean, you sometimes put stuff as as freebies on the tables outside, don't you?
No, they're out there with a price tag. It's just that people take them.
Oh, not the same concept then.
No, not quite. I don't know. There's so much that I could give away.
I mean, you must get duplicates in, don't you? So you
Yeah, I
must
do.
get-
I sent a bag of stuff around to the charity shop this week. Anything that I've got sitting gathering dust, I suppose. Usually it's the British Art Foundation, just because it's the closest charity shop, to be fair. It is that one. Yeah, the children's one closed down. They didn't like my boxer shorts, obviously. Yeah, I can't think of anything specifically. But yeah, there's stuff going around all the time. They're going to be receiving a ton of DVDs soon. I can tell you that much.
of which 1% have been watched.
Probably. Not my DVDs. They're the ones that came in last week from at the shop, from that collection that I took in. I don't know if you saw the live stream yesterday, but there's a great big box full of DVDs. So I've decided I'll try and sell them on the cheap for the next 2 or 3 weeks. Then after that, the rest can just go around to the charity shop. Ed would be very pleased with that.
What's that? Sorry.
That I'm sending some dead stock around to the charity shop. You'd be happy with that.
Right. Sorry. I was just adding a question to the thing.
Okay, go on then.
What, next question?
Next question. Unless you've got... Actually,
What?
yeah, you need to answer it yet, don't you? Did you answer it?
Do I? No, I haven't answered it, no.
Oh, go on then, answer it.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. No. I don't... this may sound awful, but I don't donate to charities. I would donate something to a deserving individual, but I don't do the charity thing, just basically because I don't like the way that the majority of charities are managed and run.
I agree. Having worked as a manager of a charity
Yeah.
shop, I know how much is creamed.
Yeah,
And
so
so little of it goes to the charity. And all these people that think 50% goes to the charity, no, it doesn't.
no, it don't.
No, it
No.
doesn't.
So yeah,
You're
so
lucky
if
1%.
if there was a deserving individual or a few individuals that needed something, then yeah. But it would be a moot point because I wouldn't tell anyone about it anyway. I wouldn't. It would be something that just be done, and no one would know about it. So anyway, right.
Is this the one off Dave, the reanimator?
It is, yes. Sorry, I was just. Sorry, I lost my train of thought then.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah.
In short, yes.
What's that?
If I won the Euro Millions and turned up and bought the shop, all of it,
yes,
would
no.
I start again? Yes, I would.
Interesting.
It's in my blood. I can't stop this. I remember the He-Man pop. I suggest you donate the blind people. Okay. What's the holy grail of your collection?
Oh.
Ed. It's a toast rack.
No. You see, I don't know if I've gone off the boil with that term. I don't honestly know. I mean, at one point, my holy grails, back when I didn't know any better, it was always a G1 Bumble jumper and the Action Force escape armor, and I now have both of those. So they're no longer grail items for me because I do have them. But it's a case of, for it to be a grail item, it would have to be something that is actually rare.
Yeah.
And there isn't anything in this thing that we do, toy collecting. There isn't anything that is actually really rare. What's rare about it is the availability of it, of when they become available. Not the fact, it's not rare because there isn't many of them. It's just rare because they don't come up that often. But a grail item for me, what is a grail? What is the holy grail of your collection? I think I'd probably say I'd probably say me boxed G1 Soundwave. I think I'd go for that one because it's kind of a... There's a lot going off with it. There's some rather curious date stamping on it, and it's also quite a, from what I've been led to believe, it's quite a rare variation on the hands that come out of the arms.
Is Paul referring to something that we've already got in our collection, or a Holy Grail that we're seeking?
Good question.
I don't know.
Because the fact that it's of your collection, I was taking that as to something you've already got.
You've got in your
hand. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. My Soundwave.
Right,
my Soundwave would
then
be.
Ben's saying the Hot Toys Rocket Raccoon, or a Hot Toys in general, which I know that's something that he'd like.
Right.
Yes.
Spot on, Gigantron, Connor. Spot on. You're right. That's what I was going to say, but we'll get there.
Well, maybe Paul needs to. Paul, hit back to us. Is it something we've already got, or something? Oh, right. Yes, in your collection.
In the collection. So something.
Yeah. So it's a Soundwave.
Yeah.
G1 Soundwave.
Okay. Fair enough.
Or maybe one of my Spectrums.
Or maybe one of the Spectrums. No.
Andy?
Yeah, it's an interesting one, actually. I mean, I don't think I ever had any sort of particular intention of getting it. But obviously that box DieX that I've got is probably the most unusual thing that I've got in terms of being A, boxed, and B, not stupidly expensive to get, but, not cheap by my standards either. And it's probably relatively unusual for someone to have that sort of thing in their collection. So I think for me, from a Starfleet-related sort of item, that's probably a grail for me. But then equally, this was kind of like a holy grail. I had no idea I wanted to get it back, but I really love the fact that I've got it back as a random find in a not even a full-on toy fair. This poster wasn't the sort of thing that I would have thought to recollect, but it was something that was on my bedroom wall for a long time when I was a teenager. So it was, that's a nice thing to have back again, nicely framed. So it's in terms of the stuff I've actually got, those are the sorts of things that I've not been seeking, but have kind of found me in a sense, if that makes sense. It's those little random things you sort of see out the corner of your eye and think, is that? Oh yeah, I remember that, and it just kind of flows from there for me. I think a lot of the time.
Gareth,
as Connor said in the chat, wasn't Gareth's Grail the Dalek costume? Yes, yeah, definitely. It was on the. I wasn't seeking it because I never expected to find one in the kind of condition that I'd be happy with, but it was something that I had been. It was on my radar since I was about 11 years old when I learned that they existed. And back then, the numbers that people were quoting was like 900 quid, £1,000. And that's like 1994. So the prices of these things only ever tend to go up. So I never expected to get one. So when I did get one at the Vectis auction that was unused and still in its box for... Bearing in mind, this is a 1964 item, and it's made out of extremely thin PVC. Won't stand up to play at all. They rip the first time you play with them. To get one in that kind of condition, I think it worked out about 460 quid by the time I was done with the fees and the shipping. And I know we went and collected, but I think it cost me about that much. Which is more than I ever intended to spend on something like that, in all honesty, because I never expected to get it. But it was one of those things where the opportunity was there and the means were available. So I could tick it off the bucket list, even if I don't keep it for very long. Well, what is it now? 2 years later, I've still got it. It's not going anywhere. Just knowing that I have it helps me sleep at night.
I think what made me chuckle the other day. I was walking locally, and there's quite a tall wall because there's like a cut through, and I could
Is it
just
a
make
snicket
out.
or a ginnel?
Oh no, this is huge. This is like a road ginnel.
Right.
But I could see it sort of wafting gently above the, sort of the wall right at the top. There were houses right on top of it. There was a bouncy castle. There was a bouncy castle that looked like it was straight out of the 70s. It was that Spider-Man from the 70s kind of style of kind of bright white webbing done in a sort of cobweb style and bright red, bright blue. It really took me back to a Spider-Man costume I used to have when I was little. And if I were to have a random grail like that, that's probably what it would be. It was this old Spider-Man costume that I used to have. So I loved that. And that was when Spider-Man was shooting ropes out of his wrists.
Yeah.
You know, that was my first Spider-Man.
Nicholas Hammond. Martin says, would you ever trust anyone to look after all of your collection for a whole year without you even seeing it for that year?
Probably.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking that. It's like most of mine's actually in storage anyway. Now, fair enough, there's only me that's got access to it, but probably, yeah. It just depends, though. If they're going to be having it out on display in their house and they've got kids and grandkids coming to visit, no, they can piss off.
I do live in fear of next door's very friendly but somewhat more substantial dog getting into my house at some point.
Really? Okay.
Most of my stuff is behind doors, mind you, but you just think one heavy impact and that's, you know.
So would you trust anyone, Ed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just depends on the someone, doesn't it? He wouldn't trust me because I'd flog it all.
Thing is, at the end of the day, it's just stuff. It is just stuff. It's not important. It's not important, and it's nothing that can't be replaced if anything happens to it.
Mere molecule.
So it's just, it's just like, so what? Yeah, it's. But yeah, there's a few people I trust to sort of like become custodian of my collection. I mean, at the end of the day, a day is going to come anyway when someone else has my collection anyway. So that's inevitable. The way I see it. This isn't my collection. I'm just looking after my collection. I'm just the custodian of these pieces for this moment in time.
Hello, Joe. How are you, sir? You are late. A flipper is never late. Ultimate grails that Joe's after would probably never own because they're insanely expensive are the Cloverfield monster. I didn't even know they'd made a figure of that. And the Jumbo Machinda Carman Rider. And he says hi, by the way.
Hi, Joe.
Martin, are you after this collection? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would look after your collection with care. Joe, you can't. Now, Joe, you can't go to my toilet without sticking your foot through the ceiling.
In Joe's defence, I feel that he has taken the effort to very carefully type that.
Yeah.
There are no errors in that sentence.
Joe, would you like me to tell them what you did at your last visit?
No, don't stop him in. Come on, be fair.
Don't embarrass the lad. Move on.
I'm not even referring to the toilet incident here. Martin's museum in his spare room.
No, you mean spare wing.
Spare wing, yeah, spare wing. I see Ed in coffin holding a Spectrum. That's not very nice of you. Why are you imagining him in a coffin?
His collection moves on, that's why.
No, there is a plan for me Spectrums. There is a plan.
They're both just over $1,000 each. Wow. One can dream, certainly.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, Joe.
Yes, you want me to tell them the story? Fine.
Sorry, just before you move on, just going back to Joe's thing about saying they're over $1,000 each, yeah? The thing is, if you think about it, all the bits that you pick up, say, on a weekly basis, if you were to refrain for a good chunk or a few weeks or even a few months, you'd be able to afford to buy them. Mm. Yeah? So, like, that's the thing. I mean, there's stuff that you want, or we think that we want, and we think it's too expensive. Just save up. Just show a little restraint in another aspect or area of your life, and save up a bit, and then you can get it.
But Joe is a trader, don't forget. So Joe does make money with a view to adding to his collection. So yeah, I mean that logic does work. You just have to retain the cash for a while.
What's that? Martin said, "Oh, Ed, don't, lol." What was that? What's he saying that for?
I don't know.
No idea.
I don't know. Come on, Martin, be a bit more specific.
I don't know. Don't what? That's a good point, Ed. Yes, save up. So Joe's last visit to the shop was Friday.
Was he as eloquent and articulate as he is over the
Yes,
comic?
yes, he's exactly the same in real world as he is on
Fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic.
And he's coming to see me, and his dad comes in as well. And his dad had something in the car that he wanted me to come and get out and bring to the shop. So I said, all right, then I turned around and looked at Joe. I said, can I trust you? You're not going to wreck anything, are you? No. I'll sit here and I will guard the shop for you.
Yeah. So what was in his car that he wanted to show you? Was it some puppies and a bag of sweets?
No. So literally, as I'm walking out of the door, he'd leapt up. Well, we heard this almighty crash. And I turned around and like, what are you doing, Joe? And my price gun is on the floor in pieces. A pile of figures are on the floor, scattered about, because he'd decided that his idea of guarding the shop would be he'll jump up and grab the Lord of the Rings sword that I had leaning up, and he would hold it in case anyone came into the shop and he'd attack them with it. And whilst doing that, he'd knocked a load of things over. Joe!
Don't get stabby with.
If you do that and someone does come into the shop, I would rather you let them take it than you kill them. Bless your cotton socks, sir. And no, his father had a Legacy Millennium Falcon for me in the back.
Right then.
So yeah. Yes, it is hilarious. That's Joe for you, though. He's also the same Joe that fell off my toilet and his leg came through my ceiling. And now the toilet cannot be used. I feel like I'd be sick after dropping $2,000 on just 2 toys. We don't have to get them both at the same time. Plus, when you think about how much other stuff you could get for that amount, it just doesn't feel worth it. That's fair enough. You have to decide what's worth it to you.
It is. Yeah, and it's like, and it's in that logic. You have to think, you have to think to yourself, well, is it stuff that I really want? Because it's like, if you could find a better use for the money than for something you really want, then it's that maybe speaks volumes about really how much you want it.
Yes, it is.
So have we done with questions? Because I'm just we're nearly at the 2 hour mark.
Yeah. Do we have any pickups that we want to show? Oh, sorry, I need that, don't I? Show us your bits. Come on, get your bits out. Get your bits out. We all want to see your bits. Oh, hot and sweaty bits.
I just grabbed in because I had him in hand.
That's
But he's probably not as masterpiece as perhaps I thought he was, because I'm definitely finding some flaws with him now. That was my first sizable masterpiece-esque sideswipe, although I'm told he might well be a knockoff masterpiece. I was quite impressed with him anyway, but he's not perhaps got the quality of finish as that Ed might expect from such a figure. So I may need to get him quality verified by one Ed. He's cool, but as you can see, he's quite loose.
Yeah, it's a KO. And
there must be an import of these at some point. There are loads of these on eBay.
Yeah.
So it must be just like, someone did a massive knockoff import, obviously, and now they've flooded the market with them. Probably why they're all so cheap. I mean, if he's
good though,
size,
they're good.
He's more or less there, but just not quite. I think it's fair to say.
If you just want something to sit on your shelf and look nice, it does the job.
Yeah. And also random.
Is
There's
that
a little
tomorrow?
That's tomorrow. There's a little
That's
video
tomorrow.
on these coming tomorrow. Yeah.
Is there a few of them?
There's half a dozen.
Yeah, there were quite a few in the series.
So
Not Star Wars.
no, but that's part of the video though. They're not all Star Wars.
No,
So-
I know. Yeah.
I will bow to your great knowledge on such things. But as far as I'm aware, how many do you think there were in the series?
Oh, I've no idea.
Ah.
I've no idea. Bless you.
The packaging is a touch light on detail. It has to be said.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going next, Ed?
Yeah, can do if you want. Just we'll flip.
Put him on peak.
We'll flip. There we go. Because there is quite a few bits that's coming. So we've got. I mean, some of you will see now. I've done videos. So we've got the lovely
Yes.
custom Skeletron, which is nice, and with the magnet thing as well. That's just like awesome.
That's nice.
And I did speak to him about the choice of magnets. And the reason why he went for magnets is because you'll never, ever get loose joints.
Interesting. Yeah.
They'll never have loose joints. And obviously, production-wise as well, it means it can have them produced and production and made, and just basically just slot magnets in, and then there you go, all done and dusted.
Also means you can swap limbs between figures of a similar nature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And also you can make him look like a Doug, Sebulba thing, which I think I did on the video, where he's got his arms where his legs are and his legs where his arms are. So, yeah. So that's one, and it really is nice. It really is nice. He does other figures as well, and I've been tempted to pick up some others, but that's on the back burner at the moment, is that. Another pickup was my Spider-Man 77. Who's just rocking an AK-47 at the moment because, when webs just start getting the job done, you have to resort to other means. I wanted to do a silly photo with him the other day, and I borrowed the AK-47 from the Cobra officer, the G.I. Joe classified. So that's why he's there. So that was another pickup. If you want to see the box... That's the box for it, which is there. It's upside down, which is a very nice box. I do like that box.
Yeah.
Very nice
That's
box.
my Spider-Man. That's what I remember from my very early childhood.
It is, yeah. There was 2 comics coming. The Skybound series comics. I've not read them yet. I will get around to it. Let me see now. Let's put that there. What else was there? There was the knockoff Studio Series 86 Prime, which again I've done a video on. So yes, very impressed with that. That's really nice, and
He's quite busty.
he's chunky. It might be just the light reflecting, but it's It's a as I said in the video that I did for it. It's a toy. It's a hell of a toy. And there's some play value in this. It really is nice. I'm not a mainline kind of guy, but yeah, I'm impressed with this. And to say it's a knockoff, the quality on it is, it's 100% is the quality on it. It's really, really good. No qualms there at all about it in any way, shape or form. What else have we got? Oh yeah, we've got Missing Link Sunstreaker, which I'm just in the middle of doing the video for this. So you're getting a brief preview of it here now.
There was a brief preview of it elsewhere as well, as I recall.
Yeah, I did. Yes, there was. Yes, the Edge Transformers on Sunday. Yeah, and there's the box.
The Redux.
That's the box for it. That's that. But yeah, there is a proper video coming for it. That section that I did for Edge Transformers, that's not actually in the video that I'm doing. That was extra.
That's extra.
Oh, I'll just show you the box. That's the box that the knockoff Prime comes in. Just basically a brown shipper with everything and that in it. What else was there? Let's have a look. There's that. Oh yeah, and then I got some more deflector DC cases, which are always nice.
Now, are those re-release cassettes, or are they the original cassettes?
Have a word with yourself, Andy. There you go.
I spent a small fortune on a protective case. They're original.
I know.
Yeah.
I honestly couldn't remember if they came as singles or doubles. That's all. I didn't know if they were.
No, they are. They came on doubles. In Japan, I think Frenzy came on a card by itself, by its lonesome.
Okay.
And then so then we got a card. The cases for me 2 MBs, and then my Mexican Trailbreaker. So yeah, just some more DC colors. I love this Mexican Trailbreaker. It's because obviously the thing on the top, when it says more than meets the eye. Well, the Mexican is Más de lo que ves, and I'm thinking like you sing it's like Más de lo que ves. Which is these are great. There's some really really cool variants on the Mexican stuff. It's different colours, slightly different colour shades, different mouldings on the heads and things like that. Just don't lick the paint on these ones, kids, because there is a lot of lead content in the paint on the Mexican ones.
Otherwise, it was Mexican.
And that's so Skeletron, Missing Link, cases, that's it. That's my pickups. There is another pickup that I was hoping was going to be here today, but it's not. It's coming tomorrow. But you will have opportunity to see that, which I will make mention of later on. Let's see, shall we? There we go.
Ben was saying that your Edge Transformers videos are hilarious.
This is true.
Oh, thank you very much, Benjamin.
Martin says, "Yeah, Ben, this week's was amazing. I mean, amazing." But he has he's taken that one down and put a different one up now.
Yes, I
changed it. I changed it. The original one will be. You will be able to view the original because what I'll be doing is
apparently the original one was a little bit too close to the boner. I mean, too close to the bone.
No, it's not that it was too close to the bone. It's just that on reflecting, I thought it was just a bit lazy of me. It wasn't. It was a lazy laugh. But I will put it up to view. I'm on the Volkswagen website. I'm going to be putting. There's like the YouTube contents and stuff like that will be mirrored on the website, so you'll be able to. And I may put other stuff, unedited stuff, on there as well that like from the videos and stuff, and that content that gets cut and things. So that's on my that's in my black folder of list of things to do, which gets longer and longer each day. I think, oh, I could do that. Oh, I could do that.
Yes.
Yeah. So there you go. Anyway, those are my pickups.
Okay, I suppose I better do mine then, haven't I? Let's see whether or not I can switch. I can. Woohoo! Yeah, that'll do, won't it? Other brands are available of drink. There we go. Right, okay, so I got a toy car. I got a Porsche. I got a lovely little Porsche 911 rally car in green. I don't know if I'll do a video of that. I got another Optimus Prime. I've got 2 of these now, so I can open it and take one out of the box, should I wish to. But if I do, I will be getting my chrome pen to do the smokestacks. Because for some reason, they're in a smoky, translucent black plastic.
Are they screwed together or are they riveted together?
Riveted.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. I got. That's going to fall if I put it there. 3. I never thought I'd be showing something like this off on here. Funko Pops. I hate Funko Pops, but I kind of like this one. And these are coming out of the box, so let's do that now.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Look at the colours on that.
He does pop, bless him.
Doesn't he just? And he's got his little toy plane that he's just snatched out of the air and he's going to smash it. Yeah, I kind of like that.
Have they got him confused with King Kong there?
No, there are Godzilla films where he grabs planes out of the air. So that's one. I forget which one that one is, actually.
He said 84 on it.
We've got Destroyer, which is the monster that defeated and killed Godzilla in 1995. If you haven't seen it by now, you're not going to do it, are you? Again, let's open it. Again, wacky colours that I love. Although, to be fair, I suppose that's not too far from his actual appearance. He is sort of like a reddy, browny coloured monster with fleshy coloured bits. They've just made the fleshy bits yellow on this, haven't they? Yeah. It's like a demon, that one, isn't it? It's like a demon. And then last one is my favourite of the three, and that's Space Godzilla. Yes. Space Godzilla, when was that? I'm normally quite good with my years. Connor, when was Space Godzilla? 19? I don't know. But yeah, again, awesome colours.
Wow.
There is more in scale with the Godzilla. There's a Mecha Godzilla as well, which is all in blue, which I'm going to try and get that. 94. I was thinking 95, so 94. No, I was thinking 93, so yeah, I'm not too far away with 94. It's probably when it was made. But yeah, that's Space Godzilla, so I've got all three of them. Well, all three of the four, should I say. There they are, all three of those. These are the three that I actually wanted from the four. The Mecha Godzilla, if I get it, it's literally just to be completing the set of four. So I don't know if I will do that. I picked up... Let's see if I can get that out here. Yeah, I picked up the new Super Pockets by Evercade. I've got a couple of these already. I tend to only get the ones that I like the games on. I've never played a Neo Geo because, well, they were ridiculously expensive back in my youth and whatnot. So I look forward to having a go on that one.
Can you put other games on them?
Yes, it's got a slot in the back for cartridges, so it will work with the all other Evercade cartridges.
No, but what I mean is, like, can you like put a?
No, you can't Raspberry Pi them.
Right, so you can't put a micro SD card in with games on and stuff.
No.
Right.
No, it doesn't take SD cards. But no,
I bet someone's done
it would entirely defeat the point of these to do that, because you can get you can get devices that you can do that with. The whole point of these is for people that want to collect cartridges,
right?
So they make cartridges for them, in themes and everything. You've seen some of them. I brought them up to see you.
Yeah.
In the past, so yeah, it's. I've got that. I look forward to having a go at. And then there's these, which I have shared with you in the chat. But the most impressive pickup that I've had in the last couple of weeks, so I had to share them again here. The old Dennis Fisher Mutons.
Mm-hmm.
There's a story behind these that I won't go into here. But this one, the chap I got them off. This is his that he had since he was 10 years old. He's now 54. And yeah, he's going through Yeah, never mind. That's the other hand for there. And that's the other hand for there. So this one is complete.
And they were magnets, weren't they?
No, they're not magnets. No, they're push fits.
Yeah, they're like little tabs.
Push fits.
Oh, so I thought knees might have been.
No.
Oh, they're just ball joints. They're just sort of.
No, they come apart. They're just like little plastic sticks that and the sockets and the pull apart. So you can sort of like take the hands off. I think some of them you could take the forearms off as well, and then
you take the forearms off there, and you can take the arm off there.
In the middle of the bicep and that.
I wonder if they're one of the early examples of that.
Oh,
I mean, they're actually a British reproduction of a Japanese toy.
Well, these are the Micronauts, aren't they?
These were Henshin
cyborg.
Cyborgs, yeah.
Cyborg.
Well, the Dennis Fisher just, if I remember right, they just sold them under license over here.
Yeah, but they changed the name, didn't they, to Cyborg and Muton and whatever
they did,
else. Yeah. And then that's another one that the guy just picked up on eBay at some point. I'm assuming just because it was a good price, and he got it. But this one does have a few little issues. He's got a toe missing. His part of his elbow there's broken off. And
good night, Paul.
No, Paul.
Oh, take care, Paul. Bye-bye now. It's got a couple of other cracks here and there. I did wonder whether or not he actually bought this to fix his original up, but I think the colour's ever so slightly off on this one, and this one all seems to match, so I don't think that's the case. But, yeah.
I had some myself as a kid, because you could get, like, costumes and things like that and different attachments for them.
Right, yeah. And that's it. Yeah. Well, I have got something here which I would have shown if we were going to go into the topic that Andy had very, very lately suggested for tonight, but we'll save it for another time.
Save it up.
I actually want to do a video of it on its own yet, before sharing it, but we'll see. We'll see. I can give you a little.
I had two options, didn't I, in the bag? So
yeah, I'll give you a little tease.
Tetsuo!
That's as much as I'm showing. And I think referring to the topic that you mentioned, you know exactly why I bought that.
Oh, that was the other one as well. The other pickup. That. Or what's inside that.
Oh, right, okay.
It's what's inside that. That's the other pickup. It's a... I picked up a circuit board that can turn your Spectrum into a PC keyboard.
Oh, right, yes.
Some might say you could transform it into a PC keyboard.
Dave had all
I
the sideboards, apparently.
Do not cross the streams of the franchise. But yeah, so that's the USB cable, and it becomes a USB keyboard. There will be more from that later.
Okay, Dave's asking me where I got the Funko Godzilla from. Get this right now. This one is an Amazon exclusive. Now, I don't know if you can get it on UK Amazon, but I got it on America Amazon. But for some reason, it was still free shipping as a Prime customer, I think. So I don't know. It was less than 20 quid. And the other two are Funko exclusive, so you have to get them from Funko. Similar kind of money. So, yeah. In fact, I did get an extra one of these because I knew that Ben wanted one. And Ben now has one. Yes, I think. Yeah, I had all the sideboards. I've just had that up, didn't I? Right, okay, yeah. That's tonight's show, I think. Yeah. What's coming up? Andy, you've got a video tomorrow, haven't you?
I have got a video tomorrow, so yes.
Yeah.
We'll be looking at the awesomeness that is Star Force.
Which version? There's so many versions of Star Force, isn't there?
It does come in various flavours, yes. But
it's not the Trump version, is it? No.
No, it's not that version. Never that version. No.
No.
Right. A random thing that I actually, as I say on the video, I tripped across it when I was looking for my that Valkyrie. Well, when that Valkyrie presented itself to me, I was then curious to see what else was in the range. This has absolutely nothing to do with the Valkyrie. It just amused me for other reasons, as you'll see on the video. So yes.
Oh, thank you, White Feather. I'm glad you were entertained.
We are here to entertain you, sir or madam.
Informative as well.
Wow.
Okay. Ed, what have you got coming up?
Sorry, just hang on a minute. Just change me a piece over. Battery's going on it. Sorry, could you repeat the question, dear? I can't quite hear you.
What have you got coming up?
Turn it up, dear.
What have I got coming up? I have got, let me see. So, there will be my usual stuff on Instagram. Video-wise, there will be another episode of Ed's Transformers on Sunday, which is already recorded and is scheduled for Sunday. Then next Tuesday, there will be another episode of Plastic Diecast and Rubber Tyres, featuring... Who's featuring this week? You have to watch it and see. And then next Thursday, there will be the Collector's Archive, where I shall be speaking to Tim from The Nerd Crate. And then there will be, if I get it finished off and edited, but I don't know when it'll come out. Maybe it might be at the weekend. There'll be a What's New in the Vault with taking a look at Missing Link Sunstreaker.
I'm liking the look of that.
Pardon?
I'm liking the look of that.
Yeah, it does look nice, does that figure. And then, unless anything comes up, I believe Sunday evening, because there's no Toy Me, Toy You this Sunday, because they do it fortnightly, don't they?
They do, yes.
Yeah.
So this Sunday, there may be some chat and Spectrum gameplay
Ah, okay.
this Sunday. And you'll see more of what should have been here today, but didn't come today. It's going to come tomorrow. Because I mean, that's why I've got the USB keyboard thing for the Spectrum. So when I'm playing the Spectrum games, you can see me actually on the Spectrum while I'm playing them. So that's what I've got coming up.
Okay. I wish I could say what I had coming up, because I've got things in the pot bubbling away, but they're just not quite ready yet. There's a couple of things that people have already seen first drafts of, shall we say. Oh, he's here.
You've missed the coconut content, sorry, but it was here.
Hello, Dave.
Obviously, his missus. Obviously, his missus fell asleep with whatever they were watching.
Okay.
They thought, right, she's asleep. I shall go off and I'll watch the Cosmic Council.
We'll have to start again from the beginning, mate.
He can rewind.
It can rewind, yeah.
He can rewind. Be kind, rewind.
I've got a couple of things that people have seen first drafts of, but those drafts have had to be changed. And I'm looking forward to putting out the finalised versions, but it's not going to be for a very long time, because both of them are first episodes in multi-part series. One's a 6 and one's a 3, and I want all 6 and 3 done before I show the rest. So it's going to be a long time, I think, before you get new content from me, but don't think I'm not working on it, because I am.
A short while later.
Yeah, a long while later. No, and that's... I don't know why I've dropped off doing the shorts as well. Sorry about that. It's been over a week, I think, since we had a Hot Wheels shot. Although, I say sorry, they were the videos that I was getting the most thumbs down on.
Oh.
Yeah, I was getting like 3 or 4 thumbs down on every video, which is unusual.
What were people expecting them to be?
I don't know.
A thumbs down. I thought that... I thought with YouTube it still had the thumbs down thing, but it doesn't show you how many thumbs downs you've got. You have to download a different app or something, haven't you, to be able to view it?
It doesn't show the public how many
Right.
thumbs down, but it'll show the creator.
All right.
I think you've got
In the YouTube
Yeah.
studio.
Right. Well, what option do you click for that?
It's just within the studio, YouTube studio.
Oh, I'll take a look at that. I'll be interested to see how many I'm getting down. I hope I'm getting more thumbs down than thumbs up. That'd be awesome. That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Well, just so you know that if you are, I can only dislike it once because I only have one channel,
Yeah.
one account.
Mark, what are you doing?
I fully expect everybody to unlike my comment. That's content. Sorry, that's
Sorry, I've fallen well behind on the chats. But we're all doing well. Need to catch up. My wife has gone to bed now. Bless you. Mark, hey, have I missed anything? Well, you'll have to go back 2 hours and 21 minutes and find out.
Hang on a minute. Let's rewind this. Dave's wife's gone to bed and he's sat watching this. Have a word with yourself, mate.
Well, maybe he's easily turned on.
It's like, get up them stairs.
Lots of hellos to Dave and Mark. Hey, everyone. Short always get disliked for some reason. Is that a thing? Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, with legs like yours, I can't blame them.
Yeah. Thanks, Ben. I know you do. You're a good one. You're a good one. But the funny thing is, even a thumbs down is considered an interaction to the algorithm. So the algorithm still pushes it. I'm getting too much abuse on YouTube and I haven't posted in months. You need to start posting again. I miss your videos.
What abuse is he getting?
Just people being dimwits. You're in the group. Why haven't you seen it?
Seen what?
To be clear, she has gone to go to sleep.
Yeah. Dave's obviously not cutting it.
Right, on that note, on that bombshell.
Good
night, everybody.
digest.
Thank you all. Thanks, Ed, Andy, for being with me again tonight. I do always appreciate it, as you know. Well, I hope you know, anyway. And thank you to everyone watching. I appreciate you being here. There'd be no point doing it if you weren't here, would it?
Not really.
No. So, yeah. It's good night from me.
Good night from me.
Hello.
And good night from him. Possibly.